Time now to talk winners and losers on Wall Street. We've got financial expert Rob Black joining us this morning. Rob, where it looks like the markets are in the green. I think, was it the S&P hit a new record today? What are you seeing?
Yeah, it closed at a record yesterday, as did the NASDAQ. It opened in record territory. Then things started to cool down. I thought it was going to be like maybe a sideways day. But as the morning's gone on, things have heated back up in the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. Trump said in the last couple of days, the war is very close to over, and Wall Street wants to get ahead of it. Wall Street doesn't bottom on good news. Wall Street bottoms on bad news, and it moves before you have that chance. So we're back to where we were in February. You could kind of say March never happened. The war never happened on Wall Street. Now we have high valuations. We have AI. Does the market broaden? Small caps are beating big companies. So I like where we are. And I like that we've shown resilience, and congratulations for those who didn't get freaked out.
Well, Wall Street may be back to where we were in February, but oil prices aren't. I mean, they're still at $90 to $93 a gallon this morning, and obviously that's been having these ripple effects at the pump, and gas has been pretty high, and I'm seeing here that that's actually driving people to do more online shopping.
Yeah, I found this interesting. And it affects me for sure, you know. With the higher gas prices, we spent more online, 20% more in the month of March. So typically a February to March transition may be like 1% more or 2% less, not 20% more. So we're shopping from our couch, and it's atypical. It's the high price of gasoline over $4 for the national average of $6 in California. But we're spending more money. We're doing bigger orders. We're shopping more often. Our orders are up 8% in total costs. 83% of consumers say gas is the number one thing that's freaking us out.
Yeah.
It's the number one thing that's the biggest concern. 30% of consumers said they'll shift to online ordering so as not to drive and use the gasoline up. And 26% will shop closer to home maybe this weekend. Instead of going into San Francisco, maybe we'll just stop outside of San Francisco and shop more locally, per se.
Well, I've got a little stress over the fact that apparently hamburger prices are going up too. That's going to affect my burger diet this summer.
Yeah, I've got a big boy. I've got a 15-year-old who's learning how to grill, and his secret is to put peanut butter chips in his burgers, but it's going to cost more this summer.
Oh.
So the head of cattle, and they're called cattle futures, are up 25% year over year. And I think cattle as a commodity is about 40 heads of cows, not heads of cows, but bodies of cows, to give you the idea that it's done in bulk. But in the last 12 months, prices are up 25%. So the farmers are saying we're having rising costs. They're having smaller herds, the smallest herd since the 1960s, and population in the United States has doubled since then. So hamburgers about $6.70 a pound. Tomatoes are up 15% in the last month because of tariffs on Mexico. So the barbecue is going to be a little more expensive. Still cheaper than a steak.
Yeah.
But chicken's looking pretty good, attractive too at these prices.
I was going to say, might have to throw a few more chicken parts on the grill this summer. Rob, thank you as always. We're going to chat with Rob again come Monday, so make sure you get your questions and comments in right now. There's his contact information at the bottom of the screen. Rob, have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.